This is from National Review. San Francisco School District directs teachers to resources that condemn Israeli terrorism as worse than Hamas. San Francisco, January 11th. That's yesterday. That's the date of the article. San Francisco United School District administrators instructed high school teachers to engage in classroom discussions about the Israel-Hamas war, using an educational resource that argues Israeli terrorism has been significantly worse than that of the Palestinians. According to memos obtained by a parental rights watchdog group and shared exclusively with National Review. Why are they even doing this? Why are they? Why do the kids know too much literature and too much art and too much music and too much history and too much math and too much biology, and so they have this extra time to be propagandized with regard to the Israel-Hamas conflict? I don't remember discussing these issues in my classroom. I actually was taught things. Wow. The first of the listed resources, Teach Mideast, promotes multiple anti-Zionist articles and viewpoints, including an article published by Jerome Slater, an Israel-hating professor. I looked him up. Retired from Ohio State political science. Amazing to be an Israel hater. You have to be a really sick dude. Really, really sick. Whew. In the article, Slater blames Israel for Hamas violence. Now, does he blame the Jews for Nazi violence? I wonder. For several reasons, Israeli terrorism has been morally worse than that of the Palestinians. Israeli terrorism. The Palestinian terrorists murdered the entire Israeli Olympic team in the 1972 Munich Olympics. That's 28 and 24. That's 52 years ago. Israel commits stuff like that? SFUSD, San Francisco United School District, also asked teachers to consider how they might, quote, educate in hopes of a truly just and lasting peace in Israel's-Palestine, and to ask students, quote, how has the decades-long conflict between Israel and Palestine? It is amazing how the left has even co-opted this word. It's not the Palestinians, it's not the Palestinian Authority, and Palestine, like there's a country, Palestine, taken shape over time in this current conflagration. Teach Mideast is run by the Middle East Policy Council in Washington, D.C., a think tank that in 2007 accepted funding from Saudi Arabia. Another teaching framework is a video titled Challenging Anti-Semitism from a Framework of Collective Liberation that seeks to disentangle the false conflation of anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism. Please read my article, my column from a few weeks ago. Yes, anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism. It's another left-wing lie, 100% lie, that anti-Zionism is not anti-Jewish, which is what anti-Semite means, or anti-Semitism. There's only one state of the 210 countries on earth that should be obliterated, but I'm not anti-Jewish. As I've said for 40 years. I wrote it in my book, which you should read, Why the Jews. It explains everything with regards to the Jews now. Why the Jews? The reason for anti-Semitism, the greatest predictor of human evil. It's called Why the Jews. You should. It's an eye-opener. I wrote it a long time ago. It's been updated 3 times. No, it's been updated twice. So it's still in print and it's still utterly relevant. And I wrote a chapter, is anti-Zionism, anti-Semitism. Only one state on earth should be obliterated, the Jewish state, but don't ever think that anti-Zionism, which is what anti-Zionism means. Anti-Zionism means I am against the existence of the Zionist state. That's what it means. Are you against the existence of any other state? Why is Pakistan legitimate? Of course, they wouldn't know what the hell you're talking about because they don't learn anything. How many Harvard students know how Pakistan was created? If they're not Pakistani, probably a zero. That's really something. That's what they're teaching. Collective liberation. The need for educational resources on anti-Semitism within a pedagogic framework of collective liberation is particularly important at this moment, as rising white nationalist violence targets many of our communities, including Jews, Muslims, black people. That's what it is. Get it? That's what it is. It's white supremacists, white nationalist violence. That's what's attacking Jewish bakeries and delicatessens and synagogues. Overwhelmingly, it's pro-Palestinian thugs who are doing it, whether they are Muslim or leftist. This is what kids in San Francisco are learning.